everyone, welcome to today's vlog. Today I'm here at Six Flags Great America with me and my mom.
Hello!
So currently right now, as you can see in the back, we are in the Orleans Place area where the Dark Knight, Superman, and other little flat rides are here. And you can kind of tell it's in the Orleans Place because just like down in New Orleans, we got some jazz playing in the background.
I'm really loving the fact that they've switched to theme music for each area. It's been so much fun. It really makes it feel like it's come more to life, and it feels more like, you know, a more immersive experience. So excited to walk around and hit up some rides.
Yeah, we'll see what we're going to do first, but we're just going to probably walk to Batman, I think, first. So let's go there. While walking down to Batman, we decided to look at Roaring Rapids while it's coming back into the season. So far, we see some new cars that are coming back, and there's also water in the siding around where we go to spray some people if you pay just a little extra for it. Looks like they're starting to add the pay stuff back, so I'm excited to spray some people and go on this ride. Alright, we are officially heading into Batman the Ride. Batman is the world's first inverted coaster hanging under the track, manufactured by world-class manufacturer in Switzerland, B&M, or Bolliger & Mabiot. Some really cool things about this ride is no one ever thought that it was able to have an inversion while hanging under the track, and ever since Walter Bolliger and Claude Mabiot decided to make it in our Great America, it's been one of the best rides since. What are your thoughts on?
This is my favorite ride. It's an oldie but a goodie. I love the way that it whips you around. You really feel that speed. Looking forward to it. Love a walk-on.
Yeah, so right now it's a walk-on inside of this ride, and that is amazing to see. Theming is still immaculate as usually is this year, and it's great to see that stuff. So we're gonna get on it now and see you then. Alright, we just got off of Batman. What were your thoughts on it?
Still my favorite ride. I love feeling the G's whenever it whips me around, and it's constantly turning left, right. You just never really know what direction you're going. And I think it's a classic, and I love that we got to just walk onto it today. That makes it even better.
Yeah, I love how whippy the inversions are on Batman. It feels awesome. Not really much other roller coasters in the park have these whippy inversions, so it's really nice that Batman has these types. I also really like how it is the classic one, so there are a lot of different Batmans in the world. Even one of them is named Goliath in Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, but other than that, it's an amazing ride.
And having grown up here at Six Flags Great America, this was one of the first smooth roller coasters we ever got, and I was so thankful for it.
Yeah, most of the time also, people usually skip on the colognes, but I'd say if you come to Great America, or even if you don't skip on this ride. It is an amazing ride. It's a classic, and I just love it.
You can feel those G's.
Alright, we're going to see what we're going to go on next, and we'll see you then. Alright, now we're going to be going on American Eagle. And looks like there's something a little new. Here, I'll show you guys in a second. Looks like this is where their Ace Coaster Landmark is going to be. So I'm excited for that to show up. Yeah, there's beautiful flowers around and stuff. And I'm excited for them to unveil the Ace Coaster Landmark because it's awesome to see that American Eagle, one of the tallest roller coasters for wooden coasters in the world, is getting their Ace Landmark shown. If you didn't know, Ace is another way of saying American Coaster Enthusiast. It's a very famous worldwide roller coaster fan base that a lot of people like me and a lot of other coaster enthusiasts look at and are part of. Sadly, I'm not like part of one of the Ace Coaster enthusiasts yet, but I hope in the future I am. So, little about American Eagle. American Eagle is the 10th tallest wooden roller coaster in the world, manufactured by Intamin, who is somewhere in Europe, and they are, this roller coaster is the second of Intamin ever to build, first major roller coaster, and Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on American Eagle?
Yeah, what I love about American Eagle, another oldie but goodie. I'm an oldie, so I like the oldies but goodies. It's really a nice long ride. That's one of the things I like the most about it. And if you are a fan of wooden roller coasters like I am, I like it. The more rickety, the more it feels like a wooden roller coaster, the more I love it. And that is truly how American Eagle feels. You will feel all the ricketiness, and I love it. And it has a ton of airtime hills and bunny hops and definitely a lot of turning. That part, the double helix does scare me. I get very nervous that I'm gonna fly off the track. But I do love this ride very much, and I'm happy to go on it every time I'm here.
Yeah, I'd say this is a very elite wooden coaster, but that helix in the middle is kind of like something that you just have to go through in order to go through amazingness. But we're excited to go on it. This is one of my favorite rides in the park, and we'll see you then. Okay, so we just got off of American Eagle, and turns out they have both sides open right now. This is an amazing thing to see. Usually both sides aren't open. This is the first time I'm seeing the blue side open this entire year. And that is awesome. All right, we just got off of the American Eagle. What a great roller coaster. I am in love with that first half. So much airtime, and that first drop is just amazing. What were your thoughts on it?
I was shocked that when we got off the red side, when it was only red side open when we got on, that there were people lining up on the blue. That was crazy. When I grew up, it was always a racing roller coaster. Always both sides were open. But red was always the dominant side. Like, I always went to red because it always beat the blue side. But it's really cool because it hasn't consistently been racing. So it was really cool to see that both sides are going.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, look, Mom, it's open. And she was like, what? And wow, we were just very nerdy and excited at the same time. It is amazing to see that. I wish they'd race again, but I think it just puts too much stress on the track. And speaking of racing, so since American Eagle is a racing coaster, does it count as one credit for each side, or is it one credit in total for both of the rides? If anyone knows that answer, please put it in the comments. And if you don't know what a credit is basically every time you ride a roller coaster, you gain one coaster credit each time. And every time you ride a different roller coaster from different parks at different times, you get credits for those. So I'm either at 29 roller coaster credits or 30 if American Eagle counts as two different credits. And yeah.
Now I just need them to bring back the backward cars on American Eagle.
Ooh, during Fright Fest, yeah.
That would be a dream come true.
I've only been on Viper backwards. I've never been on American Eagle backwards. So.
And they only did that 1 year, I believe.
Really? Yeah. But me personally, I like the forwardness, but hopefully the backward part on American Eagle is cool. All right.
Maybe someday.
Yeah. All right, we'll see what we're going to do next now. All right. We are now a little hungry, so we are at Windy City Sports Bar and Grill, not Windy City Barbecue. All right. I am probably going to get the wings, and I've never tried them before, so they're going to be boneless wings, and I'm excited to try it. What are you going to get?
I'm going to get the Southwest grilled chicken sandwich that has avocado on it.
I love avocado on a burger, both on a burger and a chicken sandwich, so I'm excited to see that, and hopefully it looks good. All right, we have gotten our food now. These look really good. This is the Southwest grilled chicken sandwich. Looks like it has a plentiful amount of avocado on it. I love avocado on like my burgers and chicken sandwiches, like I said before.
Looks like on the underside there's some veggies.
Oh, that's cool. Tomato, lettuce. Looks like iceberg lettuce. I like iceberg lettuce. Let's see what it tastes like. How does it taste? Take your time.
There's a whole bunch of chicken hanging out.
Oh, wow.
Let's go to this side.
Huge amount of chicken.
It's good. It's not dried out chicken. That's always important to me.
Yes. If it's too dry, then it's like no flavor. That's nice. All right, let's try mine now. All right, I got my boneless wings right here. I got a mango habanero wing. These are boneless. They're not traditional wings because traditional wings are gonna cost a little extra and they're not on the meal plan, which is totally fine. So I'm got a total of 11 wings. So we're gonna try it here with the ranch, and we'll see how it is. It's definitely a lot of flavor. I love how it tastes. It's nice, crispy outside and a nice, smooth, moist inside. Here's a little cross section of it. Really nice and juicy chicken. I'd probably get this more often. This is my first time ever trying it, and me personally, mango habanero is my favorite, and it is just amazing. All right, next, to settle our stomachs, we're going to be going on the Scenic Railway, also known as Six Flags Train. So, Six Flags Train goes around starting at the Hometown Square station, where Wizard and Max Horse are, and it goes to another station in County Fair, where right next to Goliath. This is a nice little train thing that we go on all the time whenever it's open. Sadly, whenever there's construction, like with Wrath of Rakshasa, for instance, it is sadly not open at those times. So it's really nice seeing them open on these types of days. What are your thoughts on the train?
I love the train. Obviously, it's not a thrill ride, but I like to see behind the scenes. So you get to see some staff-only areas, and throughout the season, I like to see them starting to prepare for, I almost called it Halloween Horror Nights. I'm on a universal frame of mind. They're Fright Fest. Because sometimes you'll see some of like the special food signs and decorations start getting ready throughout the season. So I like a relaxing little ride, and I like to see behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to see what they're doing with Roaring Rapids. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Okay, Roaring Rapids. Because it's been closed and we didn't even know it was going to be closed. But we saw water in there, and we saw some new ride vehicles getting put in. So excited to see the behind the scenes on that.
Yeah. With the behind the scenes stuff too, there's this one part in the Scenic Railway where if you are on the Hometown Square route, they actually show some of the back stuff in this one area. And a couple years ago, we'd see King Chaos. I think it's moved now. I don't think we're gonna see Hanover or Revolution because I think it's somewhere in another park now, from what I've seen.
I am excited to see into the Demon Queue too and see what's going on over there.
Oh yeah, because I think they've refurbished the queue due to Wrath of Rakshasa. So I'm excited to see that stuff. We'll see you then. All right, lap 3 on the train. Here we go.
Well, not 3. It's like 1.5.
Yeah. So we went through the Hometown Square station, then we went to County Fair. Now we're going to the Hometown Square station one more time.
Because we decided to take the warmest part of the day to try to hit the long ride.
Yeah.
He never lets me go on water rides, but since it's a mom and son day, he's being nice and letting me go on it.
Yeah. Surprisingly, we haven't gone on a water ride at all last year, so we're excited to go on it now.
I don't even know if we did the year before.
Really?
It's been a while.
Yeah. I mean,
and I'm a sucker for a water ride.
Yeah, so we're excited. We're going on Loggers Run. The other 2 water rides in the park are currently not open right now, but like in the train ride, we have seen people working on Roaring Rapids. A couple people were inflating some of the rafts, and we also saw, what else did we see? We also saw test dummies on one of the rafts.
On a couple of the rafts, yeah. So
yeah.
They're getting ready, and some of the parts were already filled with water again, so
yeah.
Looking forward to getting to ride it again.
So yeah, we're going to be going on Loggers Run. One really cool thing I like about Loggers Run is, So one really cool thing about the one Loggers Run is it has a double down, which that means it goes down once, then goes down again on 2 drops in a row. So it's really cool. You could also see that on the Viper, and I'm just really excited to go on it. So we'll see you then. All right, we just got off of the log ride.
Can you tell how wet we got? I don't know if it's easy to see.
I kind of dried pretty quick. I wasn't really expecting that, but I definitely had a lot of fun. We saw Elmer Fudd on there, which is a Looney Tunes character. He was fishing on a no fishing sign, so that was fun. But we had a lot of fun. The double down was great, like I said earlier, and it was just nice and relaxing.
Nice, calm, relaxing little time on the water with a little bit of fun double hill there. It was always good. And now, for the reason why we can go on water rides and not hate it, our 2 best tricks are to wear clothes that will dry quickly, like that Wick Dry workout material, and also to bring sandals in your bag so that you can switch when you're on the water ride and then put your shoes and socks back on after.
Yeah, I like the fact that my shoes are going to be staying dry and not just all wet during the entire day.
Because most of the time people don't like water rides. It's because they wore jeans or they wore their good tennis shoes and socks and don't want to walk around wet all day. So don't make that mistake so you can enjoy the fun.
Wet socks are the worst. All right. Okay, next up is going to be X-Flight. X-Flight is a B&M wind coaster, meaning that each side of the track has a different car. There are a total of 8 rows, I think. And what are your thoughts on this, Mom?
This is a great ride. I think it's like if Batman and Raging Bull had a very comfortable baby that goes upside down, this would be it. I like the vest restraints. I wish they didn't stay tight. They didn't used to. Now I have to kind of like make sure I don't let them get too tight so at the end of the ride I can breathe. But other than that, this is a banger of a ride.
Alright, so one cool thing about this ride is on the legacy Six Flags parks, meaning the ones that were originally Six Flags before the Six Flags Cedar Fair and Orchard, this is the only wind coaster in all those parks. So, other than like Cedar Point and stuff, of course, this is the only wind coaster in the legacy Six Flags parks. So, it was cool how we get to experience that before it is part of everything else. So
I do miss the ride that used to take up this space, the Fat Splash waterfall ride, where you would just go up, come around, and go down into a big thing of water. That used to be great on this side of the park during a hot day. But you know what? To have a really good thrill ride that takes up such a small footprint, I can't complain too much.
yeah, so we're gonna go on it. You're gonna see a POV on this, and we'll have some fun. We just got off of X-Flight. What was your thoughts on that?
I love this ride. I will say that the two things that I will warn you about on this ride is if you are not as slender of a human, you may end up doing the walk of shame on this ride. I am about as big as it can be to get on this ride, and I'm not that big of a person. So just to warn people who aren't necessarily on the slimmer side like Mr. Logan here. Also, that vest restraint does get tight throughout the ride. I kind of missed my hand at one point and let go of my vest restraint. So then when the ride ended and we were sitting and waiting to get into the load station, I was having a hard time breathing because it was really pushing hard against me. So just be warned on that. But the ride itself, I think, is smooth. I think it's a great ride for such a little footprint. So the ride itself, no complaints. But those two things I just wanted to pro tip warn you about.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, the vest restraint, like she said, kind of sucked, but kind of found a way to help it because unlike most of the rides here with vest restraints, they lock them so you can't move at all. It's kind of like the point of no return or something, but...
Like when you're in the car and you get that point where your seatbelt can't move forward anymore. That's kind of what it feels like.
And there's no way to reset it, sadly.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see what we're going to do next now. All right, we are in line for Wrath of Rakshasa. It is definitely a lot shorter of a line during opening day. We are already almost about to go on the ride, and we've been only here for 9 minutes.
Yeah.
What are you
Well, I
excited?
wouldn't say we're about to go on the ride. But,
Yeah, we're not on the upstairs
but
part
definitely
yet,
a lot better than the 2-hour wait we had on
Yeah.
opening day.
Like the entire thing was filled, and we only had to go down and up one time.
Yeah,
And-
we were outside halfway through the territory. So.
Yeah. So definitely a lot more calm of a line, so that's fun. You excited for it?
I am. I
Yeah.
hope we get a different row this time so we can experience a little bit different of a ride.
It would be really cool to go on the front row.
I mean, I'm good with 2. I would be good with 2.
I mean, hey, at least we're going on this ride. I mean, I don't know what ennui is, but okay. So yeah, we're gonna be going on the ride, and then we're gonna have a lot of fun on it. All right, we have just got off of Wrath of Rakshasa. That thing's still great. I love that roller coaster. It's probably my 4th favorite in the park right now. What is your thoughts on that?
Great ride. Sadly, we didn't get a different row this time, so we had the same experience as last time. But you know what? I think row 3 fits me perfectly. I think if I had to look down that hill anymore, I might be a little scared. So I don't like heights.
I really wish to go on row 1 though. I feel like row 1's gonna be awesome because you're literally hanging and there's nothing in front of you. And that'd be really cool to at least experience once, but hey, at least I got to ride it. I had
It
fun
wasn't
with
too
it.
bad. It ended up being 46 minutes by the time we got off the ride. So
Yeah,
we're
that's
good
not
ride.
bad at
It
all.
wasn't as long as I thought.
The ride did break down halfway through queue, so that would be around like 30-ish minutes if it did not break down. But other than that, I think it's pretty fine. So I think next we're going to be going on Raging Bull. So I'm excited for that because that's my favorite ride in the park. All right, we are in line for Raging Bull. We're like halfway through the queue right now, and I am super excited. What are your thoughts on Raging Bull?
I'm just glad we're in the shade so my face stops turning more red.
Yeah.
No, I love Raging Bull. I love how smooth it is. I remember when it first opened, when all of Southwest Territory first opened, I was very sad because I love the toboggan ride that they used to have. But then when I got Raging Bull, it used to be my favorite ride when I was his age too. So I am glad to go on it, even though I am hot and turning into a human tomato.
I mean, hey, tomatoes taste good. But anyways, some facts about Raging Bull. Raging Bull is the second ever B&M Hyper in the world. Hyper meaning it's over 200 feet in the air. This one is specifically 202 feet, has a 208-foot drop.
And it's further because it goes into the ground, which was one of the coolest things I had ever seen when it first opened. I love its little tunnel that goes into the ground. And now Goliath here does that as well.
This is also the... Well,
This is our second ride that's gone on delay while we're in line. I think he's trying to torture
now you
me.
guys know that we are in a delay. So now you know that.
We have all the luck today.
First Wrath of Rakshasa, now this. Well, that's totally fine. Now the cool thing is this is the tallest and longest roller coaster in Illinois. So if you ever go to Illinois, ride this ride. It is great. It is my #1 favorite roller coaster out of my 29 or 30 credits. So I definitely suggest going on this ride. Row 9 is the only way you can ride it though. Alright, after waiting what felt like an hour due to the ride breaking and a little bit of fast pass stuff, we finally got off the ride. It was a lot of fun. What were your thoughts on it, Mom?
Glad that we got the 8th row. I love to ride in the back on roller coasters. I like feeling that pull, and we got a lot of air time, so that was great.
Yeah, I loved it a lot. So now we're going to be eating dinner and we're going to be going after that. Alright, so we just got food for dinner at Mon Pa's Trail and Grub. This is right next to my next favorite thing, Yukon Barbecue Pit, right over there. And from here, I got the chili cheese dog. They put so much cheese on it. I am so excited for that. There is chili under there, but it's just hidden over all that awesome cheese. Looks like the fries are very well seasoned and stuff, so I'm really excited to eat this. We're gonna go fill up water near the claim jumpers area, right in front of the go-karts, and then we're gonna eat there and call it a day. So this is where we're sitting. We're like kind of behind V2, and it's just this very nice hidden area that no one really sees.
jumpers that's never open.
Yeah. I got fish and chips here once, but they just never opened it since then, so I'm at it again.
We're right by the water. We get to watch Vertical Velocity going by. And you can see a little bit of the remnants of the 13th Order haunted house that...
Yeah, this is one of my favorite haunted houses. Look like this is one of the exits, I'm guessing, for it. So that's cool. All right, now, anyways, time for food. How does it taste?
Well, I haven't eaten it yet, but I ate a little tiny bit of the chili, and it was a little on the sweet side. I liked it. I was expecting liquid cheese, not shredded cheese, but I love how ginormous this actual hot dog is. It's so big. So I feel like this is going to be a hearty meal.
This thing, like, here's my hand for
Look
size.
at how
It's like
thick
the
it is.
size of my hand.
Look at the thickness. It's so big.
All right, try it. Let's see it.
Oh, don't film me trying it.
Oh.
Pan away, pan away.
All right. Well, all right. I'm gonna eat my hot dog and let's see what it tastes like. That tastes really good. I love the flavor of that. It tastes amazing. What were your thoughts on it?
I will say that it's very good. I really like the taste. The chili's a little on the sweeter side. The hot dog does taste more boiled to me. It's not like a, I don't know
not
how to,
grilled.
It's not like that crisp on the outside where it like, you know, you kind of have to bite into it, but it does taste
like
good
softer,
as long
yeah.
as you're okay with like a softer type of hot dog. And I do suggest getting the barbecue sauce to dip your fries into. That's a game changer.
Yes, it is definitely really good. Okay, now we're gonna just finish eating and then we're gonna be done for the day, so we'll see you then. All right, after a long day, we're finally leaving. It was very fun. What were your thoughts on today?
We didn't get to everything, but you know what? We got to a lot of really good things. We got to a lot of bangers, a lot of things that we haven't gotten to do regularly, so I think it was a great day, and I'm happy I got to spend a day alone with my son all day.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. I would definitely want to go with my mom a lot more, just me and her, but who knows what's going to happen. Most of this stuff is spontaneous on what we do. So.
The first time I ever didn't have to ride alone all day.
Yeah, so if you guys have any suggestions for future videos, if you guys can comment, that'll be awesome. If you guys also like and subscribe, that'll be amazing. If you want to see more videos, put on those notifications, and just like what Six Flags say, we will see you next time.